Everyone, it is Sarah Becker, your favorite process ninja, and today Amy Valek, a friend from the chamber and the JMB group, is joining me to help to explain some of the fun that I do with organizations. Amy and I have worked on a ton of committees within the I94 chamber, and specifically the scholarship committee. Amy's been running that forever because she's a wonderful person and she loves to
Well, thanks.
to give money away, especially when it's, the chambers and other people's, it's that much easier.
True.
But yeah, before I came in, Amy's scholarship back end, like how to get the scores done, was a little bit clunky. And I kind of came in and said, Amy, can I join the committee and completely change this? Because that's what I tend to do, is I can't handle the painful manual process. So Amy's here to share, kind of the before and after of when we worked together on that committee.
No, I'm so grateful. Thanks for having me. And it's always a pleasure to work with you. And I'm so grateful you joined the scholarship committee, because you're right, I have been doing it for quite a few years. And we have made it better every year. However, it was a very manual, all paper process, tedious, slow. We had to have the applications done on paper, printed off, then we'd get together as a group and we'd review and we'd go through and tabulate scores. And it took a really long time. And so when you said, hey, I think there's a way we could semi-automate this and put it, out on the web and figure out a way to do this, I was all for it. So I am really grateful that you did.
Yeah, so we took even from the applicant side, we put the application online instead of filling a PDF out electronically or by hand and having to email that. So they'd have to email it to the chamber, which then would get sent to you, and then you would print off everything and then get the score sheets printed off and ready to hand off to all the different committee members. So you were spending a ton of time. Like, I bet the people scoring felt like they were spending a lot of time, but you were probably spending quadruple, if not more, the time just getting everything ready.
Pulled together. Yeah. And then I just remember, sitting at home and trying to read through all of them before we'd get together. And it would take hours and hours because we had to wait until they were all in before we started working on it. And then once you helped us and we put it out, and it was, electronic, we could start cutting and pasting and moving things around and determining who's going to read which scholarships. And we could start doing that much sooner, and we didn't have to wait till the end and then have this giant stack to read through. The other piece that, one of the things we look at are GPA and extracurriculars, leadership positions. And so we would have to go through and try to count all of those out and add those in. And in our rubric, they all had a weighting, and you were able to take it so that you're just putting those in one time. It's kind of automatically being pulled into the final score then, so that each person reading through the essays doesn't have to consider all of those things too, which just made the process much faster and easier.
Right. It's like, yeah, those questions need to be answered, but is the GPA over 3.0 is the same answer regardless of who's answering it. So rather than having every single person who's scoring it answer it, it's like, have one person, kind of the admin, throw that in, and the other people don't even have to bother with that. Exactly. And then I can imagine your brain and calculator, and you had to bring back your elementary school math skills. And since elementary school math has changed, it was probably even more complicated to add up all the scores.
Making boxes and all those things that you have to do now, right?
Right.
No, it has been just phenomenal. I'm just grateful. I know the committee, we've changed a few people, but a lot have stayed on and have seen the process, evolve, and have just said how fabulous it is to be where we are today. So I just thank you. The work you do is fabulous.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it's so much more fun to have the systems do as much for you as possible which is
Yeah.
a great example here. It's like, get everything off of paper, have it be automatically sent places, have it automatically add for you, because each person puts the score in once, and then you, as the committee lead, you don't have to grab that score and then add it up yourself and spend those hours. I mean, it's literally hours that you were spending.
Right.
And now you can just read them and score them, and then notify the schools of
the winner.
The happy results.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So it's been phenomenal. Again, I can't thank you enough for bringing your skills in and applying them to our scholarship process, because it's been immensely helpful.
Awesome. Well, that's what I love to do. So,
well, keep doing it. You're doing great.